Alright guys, welcome back. This is Wreck-It with Wreck-It FPV. Everybody's got their own mat that they want to use. You know, some have measurements on them, some don't, etc., etc. This is I think it's a Doniu. Doniu. It's a silicone heat-resistant soldering maintenance platform. I think I got it off of Banggood. I think eBay sells them as well. I'll put a link. I'll put a link down below so you guys can see. So I'm just going to go over it real quick here. Some little compartments here. So now in this little corner, well, first of all, you have these little holes here that obviously keep my tiny screws nice and it will not fall out. They are in there. I've got this little side station here. This little part right here is a magnetic, as well as this little lay down area here, also magnetic. The cool thing about that is it also magnetizes your tips, you know, while you leave it in there. It's one of the reasons why I kind of just leave one of my hex drivers just right there, stays right in it. Whenever I'm ready to use it, I can go ahead and use it, and it's magnetized and ready to go. So I also have a magnetic port here and a magnetic port here. So all together we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 magnetic ports, and then we've got 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, multiple parts for storage area for parts, you know, screws, bolts, nuts, anything you don't want to just roll out of your way. Another thing I love here is these little numbering layout that they have here. Now it's numbered from 1 to 124, and you can pretty much, you know, if I'm disassembling something from, you know, my quadcopter, whatever it is, I'm disassembling it, and from a face forward value, I'm pretty much just putting the screws exactly where they would go on the quadcopter. So when I go back to it, I can put it together the same exact way I took it apart, and with the corresponding screws. You kind of always just want to use the same screw for the same port. You know, you don't want to be constantly switching the screws back and forth. Anyhow, so yeah, this little part houses my little screws here. I keep my my little micro quad Allen tool here. I don't lose it. Stays magnetized nice and shut. And over here we have these little parts boxes, which I do keep some stuff in. They're not very large, you know, just for, you know, nuts or bolts or, you know, whatever you want to put in there. And then on the side here, all the way down, we've got another number listing from 1 to 42, which I also use this to lay down some screws as well. If I'm same concept over here. If I'm using a lot of this space and I kind of just want to keep everything off to the side, then I'll just use these little numbers here, and, you know, pretty much go from 1 down to 42 in a clockwise manner. So you're not going to have that many screws, so it'll be a lot easier than that. It's a silicone mat. It's very durable. You've got this little square outline here, which kind of catches, you know, if I forget to put a screw somewhere, and, you know, normally you've got screws rolling all over the place like that. So, you know, with this, boom, it hits the little station here, and it just stops rolling. And so this little area will fit perfectly. This is, you know, a 2-inch quad. This is my 5-inch. You know, fits nice and neatly, perfectly right on the mat. I can work on it and put the pieces down here by the sides and not have to worry about anything getting thrown out of place. So once again, this is a silicone computer soldering mat, and I think I paid, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks for it. It wasn't that much, 15 or 20 maybe, and it was a great buy. I love it. You know, it works for what I need it to do, and nothing's rolling off of my desk, thankfully. Well, every now and then you still get a roll off. Anyhow, you've also got these little compartments here to also just store your nuts and bolts and whatever you're going to store. And along the side here as well, we have a little area that, if you have, Allen keys or, whatever you have, you can just, lay them down in there, and they'll lay in there properly, nicely and neatly. So anyhow, this was just a small review on my soldering mat station, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about the mat, just let me know. I'll leave a link in the description, and give me a thumbs, give me a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. And thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.